an inclusion professional at NASA, facilitating training that guides individuals as they navigate uncertainty through empathy-filled empowerment. As a Haitian American Muslim woman and a child of immigrant parents, her own journey of seeking to belong deepened her curiosity of self and others. She inspires organizations to launch into courageous dialogue, to identify meaningful initiatives, while challenging organizations to create a collaborative approach to change. And of course, that results in sustainable strategic wins, and we all like wins. It's now my pleasure to introduce your keynote speaker for UMGC Homecoming 2021, Naimah Bhuruku.
Greetings, University of Maryland Global Campus, and happy homecoming. I welcome you today with much congratulations and admiration for you, because I know without a doubt that you have earned your right to be a part of this global celebration. You see, we embody what it means to be resilient. Today is not just a moment of celebrating our education journey, but it is also a time to honor our cumulative sacrifices to arrive at this moment. Today we are here together, stronger together, for many reasons. Not only because of our collective experiences in pursuit of our education, but because of our collective resilience in navigating our changing world. For almost 2 years, we have witnessed the foundation of our homes, communities, and world shaken and disrupted by a devastating pandemic. We have experienced the rise of our global consciousness on social justice issues, and we all have taken moments to gain a greater awareness of ourselves and examine more deeply how we show up in the world. We have each been deprived of celebratory moments like this. It has forced us to reflect on what really matters most. And for all that has been taken from us, we have been given a new appreciation for time, presence, and community. Togetherness has a deeper meaning now. Today is a gift, so let us lean into presence and celebrate fully. As I reflected about my education journey, I was reminded of my time as an academic advisor, degree auditor, and graduate student many years ago at this very university. Fun fact, my first undergraduate job was right here with UMGC, or what was then UMUC, and I loved it because of the diversity of the students I served, my classmates, my colleagues, and my professors. Students, you still stand out in my mind to this day. I remember a student whose transcript file was stacked a mile high. Reviewing his file was like going through a movie trailer, which told a story about his life, resilience, and grit. I was in shock and awe once I realized that his academic journey career spanned a course of 20 years. Slow and steady, he kept going, never giving up. He pursued his degree through marriage, divorce, deployment, growing a family, experiencing illness, and so much more. He was living life on life terms and did so diligently until he was able to call himself alumni. Today, as we celebrate homecoming, I remember him and the pride he had for achieving this milestone. And just like him, we too hold a constellation of experiences that have lit our way and led us here that fill us with that same pride. For many of us, UMGC was integral in catalyzing and transforming our realities and lives. Each of us chose the path of education to manifest our dreams, to write our own stories, and change the trajectory of our destiny. Sometimes with the support of family, and sometimes without. But for sure, with the support of our UMGC community. And here we are. Homecoming is a time of great pride, festivity, joy, and a time to reflect on our why. What was it for? Who was it for? And what kept you going? Right now, today, what keeps you going? What legacy have you chosen to build with your education? The legacy that I'm referring to goes way beyond title, wealth, and accolades. Although noteworthy and deserving of praise, the legacy that I am referring to is legacy that enriches the lives of others beyond your own. It is a legacy of impact through meaningful connection and influence. You see, acquiring an education is one journey, but what you do with it matters even more. I explored legacy, impact, and influence quite intimately a few short years ago as I navigated a blood cancer diagnosis that came with no promise of survival in 2015. I remember looking out the window from Johns Hopkins University Hospital, thinking about what I had amassed in experiences. I wondered, did I do enough with what I acquired? Fortunately, I was gifted with recovery, remission, healing, time, a renewed voice, and moments like this to remind you that what you have amassed in education, experiences, and connections is not enough. In fact, it matters very little if you do not choose to do something meaningful with it. So what is beyond that? So what is beyond that? Do you believe you have been equipped with the power to have an impact on humanity? Do you? For sure you are. I'm here and I live to tell you yes. What I have learned in my career in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and facilitating conversations with hundreds of bright, brilliant, and beautiful people from all walks of life is this. Yes, we live on a wide spectrum of differences, but we are bound together by many threads. We all have a desire to be seen, heard, valued, and to contribute in some meaningful way to our family, friends, communities we serve, and humanity. Each of you in this room and behind the screen, I see you. To those of you struggling to find motivation, wrestling with anxiety, overwhelm, walking through an unbearable walk with grief or loss, unsure of the next step, questioning your dream and your capacity to achieve it, hang on. You can and you will. I invite you to your own life. I invite you to own your power. I invite you to know your own influence. I invite you to lead with more intention, compassion, and empathy for others, and most importantly, I invite you to know yourself. Perhaps you came here today seeking something in connection. Perhaps a reminder of your purpose, or something else. Whatever it is, know that your legacy is built on pursuing your dreams. Your dreams are valid, so keep going. It is through our UMGC community of alumni, students, staff, and faculty, your life experiences and connections that make up your tribe. We are all rooting for you. What you desire in success is meant to be explored and accomplished in community and not in isolation. So I share with you a few tokens of wisdom to help illuminate your path. 1, know your why. This is the roadmap to achieving your dreams. 2, get clear on what legacy you would like to build. 3, identify your anchor. What grounds you? Cling to that because it is your moral compass. 4, identify your need for support and be willing to ask for and receive help. Your need for help is not a spotlight on your lack. Rather, accepting help means that you value yourself enough to know that you are worth everything that you desire. 5, identify your privilege and advocate and offer support to those without your same privilege. And do so with sincerity and without an expectation of reciprocity. Goodness is always multiplied with more goodness, so toss the pebble and start the ripple. 6, cultivate a philanthropic spirit. This will keep you humble. 7, listen more deeply and intently to the stories of others. They matter. This will expand your capacity to empathize with them. There is great power in compassion and connection. 8, tap into your UMGC network. We each are a stream of experiences and talents that fill a reservoir of resources that can be generously shared with each other. 9, have grace with yourself because life happens on life terms. And 10, keep going. My fellow UMGC alumni and students, we are postured through our education, alumni network, and experience to lead with excellence. We are on a continuum of growth that is neither perfect nor linear. It is of paramount importance to honor every part of your journey, to effectively fulfill your mission and go beyond your limits. We are to take every opportunity to expand our reach, deepen our connection, labor and birth what lives within us, our dreams. So I ask of you today to pull in the joy and energy from today as momentum to uncover your greatest self, your highest potential, and your leadership purpose so that you can align to it. What is light if it is not lit and it is not ignited? We are torchbearers lighting the way for others. What drives me and what has brought me here to you is my calling and desire to lead in creating a leadership movement of connection through the highest frequency of care with deep intention, authenticity, and empathy. This is your invitation to do just that, so join me. It is our duty to respond to the needs of now and tomorrow and the days after by doing what we are called to do in our unique way. We must use our shared gifts, privileges, and resources to lead more fiercely, pursue our dreams relentlessly, and impact the lives of others to the highest degree. And we must do so knowing that when we take flight together, we, UMGC, are stronger together. Thank you.